Yes, guys, welcome back to the tubes. So I actually couldn't find my microphone this morning, and we have got Florence, Willa, and Penny all in the living room behind me. So if you struggle to hear me at any point, that is why. Apologies. So today is the Monday, the 4th of May. I have just officially done 8 weeks of my fat loss phase as of yesterday, and I'll put the before and afters up here. Now, where I'm at the minute was, or what the initial plan was, is I was going to do a 12-week fat loss phase and basically just push to, at the very least, as lean as I've been from my photo shoots in previous years, pretty much similar sort of condition. Check here, the bald one, and then the year before. I don't think I'm far off that. The last few weeks, once you actually get lean to where I am now, your body changes pretty quick each week. But because there's no deadline in sight and I've got bigger goals this time around with regards to my physique development, I'm not going to rush these last few weeks like I've done in previous years. Not that I rushed it. The bald one, to be fair, I didn't really rush that one, but I wasn't much leaner than where I am now. I just kind of like cruised into it from like sort of the body fat levels I am now into that one. I'm sitting at lowest weight 182.6. This morning was 183.6. And yeah, I think for them photo shoots, I'm typically around 180. So I'm like a couple of pounds off, right? I think the one in 2023, actually, I even got down to 176.6. I really depleted myself, went a bit more aggressive than the bald one. And then I carved up to like 180. But and then the bald one, when I was bald, I should say the bald one. And the one in 2024, I don't think I depleted myself as hard in the last few weeks. So I probably ended up like similar levels of leanness, if not maybe not as lean with the bald one, maybe, but a bit fuller. Who knows? But anyways, what I want to do this time is I want to challenge myself and get leaner than both of them by far. But I also don't want to rush it because I'm aware, and this might not apply to everyone watching, but once you get to a certain level of body fat, once you actually start to get lean, you got like your abs and bicep vein, and you got some like detail in your back, whatever, and some lines in your quads or whatever. Dropping that like 1% of body weight per week or £2 a week or whatever, it's probably a bit quick, and you do run the risk of losing muscle in and like wiring yourself out, which is not what I want to do. So taking a bit of a leaf out of more of a bodybuilding prep style approach, and this week, first time I've ever done this, I'm actually having a diet break, so I'm bringing my food up to at least maintenance, if not getting a slight surplus, and get rid of some diet fatigue. So just for context on that, whenever you are training hard, every single week, that fatigue compounds from training hard. Working out tires you out, you build up fatigue. Every single week of doing that, you get more fatigue. And then when you take out the main thing that helps you recover, calories, that fatigue gets even worse, right? So when you're in a fat loss phase and you're dropping a lot of body fat and you start to get lean and you've been training hard, you are getting more and more fatigued, which then leads yourself at risk of performance going down, injury, losing muscle, all them types of things. And it only really affects guys when you're wanting to get really lean. Now, obviously, we just had the birth of my second daughter last weekend, which means that sleep's been compromised as well. So this also impacts the fatigue. So body's feeling a bit beat up, not gonna lie. For the first time ever, performance took a bit of a dip last week. So it's a perfect time for me where I'm already lean and where I feel like the physique's looking in a good spot in terms of body fat levels, for me to sort of like basically slow things down a little bit, get rid of some of that fatigue, have some good productive training this week, and then see where we're at next week and probably bring things back down. Maybe not as aggressive as we have been doing, and slowly get leaner to a place where I've never been before. I'm confident I'll probably be as lean as photo shoot preps at that 12-week mark, if not leaner. But the 12-week mark's kind of irrelevant to some degree. I'm going to be a bit of a means to an end. I'm going to push further than that, I think. That's what I'm going to do. Get even leaner still. And get closer to what I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not, we'll see. Maybe get closer towards what like a bodybuilder is on stage. I don't know if I'm going to get like shredded glutes and that, but I'm going to push that bit further. We'll see how we get on. From there, the goal is then to build some muscle and slowly increase food. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. So this week, food is up quite a lot. I'll just share my food on screen that I had this morning. And basically we're going for around 500 grams of carbs from direct carb sources on training days this week, which is a lot higher, probably having closer to like 300. So it's a big jump up. It probably is going to put me in a little bit of a surplus this week, and I'm okay with that. And then on rest days, going up to 300, probably being somewhere around like 160, 180. So food's taking a big bump up. And that's with carbs alone is what I'm talking about there. That's not including carbohydrates from my fruit, which I'll just keep the same. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Today we're going to train pull, but I don't think I'm going to talk you through that. I'm probably just going to talk you through my food and stuff. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. But yeah, this morning, usually it's 2 whole eggs. Usually it's 25 oats, 25 cream of rice, and 100 berries. But this time I just had, instead of 25 cream rice, 25 oats, I just had 50-50. So it was 100 there. And then I made no other changes. Oh, sorry, no, I tell a lie. It was 62.5 or 63 and 62. So it's like 125 grams of total weight, cream of rice, oats combined. So big bump up there. I'm going to do same in pretty much all my other meals, and we'll see how performance is off the back of that and what the rig is looking like. I might show you post-workout rig, we'll see what we're saying. But yeah, man, that's that for now. Routine's a little bit mixed up this morning because I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I had my food first thing, which I don't usually. And I'm having my coffee now after I've done my first work block. I'm going to do 10 minutes on the walking pad, and I'm going to get back to work. Let's go. Yes. So, done a couple work blocks, some steps. It's 9:48. We had his first meal at about 6:30. So it's like 3 hours and a little bit later. And we have got chicken and rice with some kimchi. I have been using sauerkraut, but I've been using kimchi this last week. I think I prefer sauerkraut. Basically, it's just got some live cultures in it. It's fermented. It's good for your gut, good for digestion. If your digestion's in a good spot, typically your body just works better, which means you use the food better. And because that was a meal that I prepped before I decided I was going to do higher food this week, I'm just going to add in some extra carbs, just some rice cakes. These are lightly salted rice cakes. They're not perfect. It's brown rice. I prefer white rice, to be honest. They've got some... Well, they're not even high in fibre, actually. Got some fibre in compared to white rice. So what I'm going to do is, I would have had 125 grams of white rice. I've only got 50 grams here, so I need another 60 carbs. So I'll probably have around 10 or 11 rice cakes with this meal. So quite high food, and then we'll have a magnesium with that. I'm currently aiming for around 1,000 milligrams of elemental magnesium a day, which is 4 of these from Train by JP. In one of these, there is 1,000 milligrams of magnesium biglycinate and 250 milligrams of elemental magnesium. If you are doing, you should be taking magnesium if you do train hard, and you want to be having around 100 milligrams of elemental per 10 kilos of body weight. So I'm having a bit more because I don't weigh 100 kilos, but I feel good off it. And when I got my bloods done last year, in September, magnesium was not on the, it could have been better. It was within normal range, but on the lower side of optimal. So we're doing that. I'm usually sat downstairs, but it's just chaos with baby and toddler running around and stuff. So it's very hard for me to focus on doing much. So I'm coming up here to hide and eat in my office. I'm going to get this meal in. I was going to do usually Bruce is at my parents'. They're having the doggo for a little bit whilst we're just getting accustomed with the baby. And to be honest, probably need the dog back because it helps keep me in a routine as well with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat this, get on the walking pad for 10 minutes, which is mainly just to help me get my steps in throughout the day. I've got 12k step goal still. Haven't changed that with the food going up. But I have brought cardio out. I was doing 2 lots of 30 minutes cardio, and what I noticed was last week, with me having some rest days, obviously shifting some inflammation from not training, even though sleep wasn't great, I was on my rest day food and my body was just flying off. So I don't really think I need the cardio in right now. I think cardio is going to be something that I put back in when I'm actually in a gaining phase, just to make sure that my cardio stays good and I stay healthy, my heart stays healthy. Whereas right now, like, I'm getting that lean and light. I know my heart's going to be healthy. It's going to be in a good spot, touch wood, just from being light and just doing so much like training and steps and things like that. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're going to get stuck into this meal. I've got someone that wanted to ring me, a friend, not a client. And then it's 9:51 now. I'm going to probably speak to him as I'm doing my steps after I've eaten this, and then get back into another work block at around 10:05. Let's go. Yeah, so I quickly found out then that rice cakes weren't a good idea. It's just too much volume when you're trying to get in this food. So cream of rice instead, 50 grams of that. I did 3 rice cakes, 50 grams of this, 50 grams of rice. So a bit of messing about. That's why it's better just to have all your meals prepped, right? So yeah, having this, check-ins, and then it is on to... I was going to do eat and then walk pad, but because of messing about, eat, finish off my check-ins, finish off client stuff. So it's all done before 11 o'clock. And then any responses and that, get them done by lunchtime as well. Let's go. Right, guys. We're just sitting down for pre-workout meals, so the third meal of the day. Sometimes I have this as my second meal, sometimes third, just depending what work's like. I always get at least 2 meals in before I train, just because I like working in the morning. I always feel like I work better, and then I like training after a couple of meals, so that's what I'm doing. It's currently later than usual, so it's 7 minutes past 3. 7 minutes past 3, 7 minutes past 1. So I'm probably going to end up training at around 2ish. The reason for that is it's my first day back at work since having off with baby and the family. So obviously I've caught up on a bit more client messages than usual. Also, check-ins taking a little bit longer than usual because some of them I'm comparing data for 2 weeks rather than just 1 week and all that jazz. So all clients responded to before lunchtime, before 12 o'clock. All check-ins done for guys that actually checked in. It's a bank holiday for some reason, even though I tell everyone every single time, like I don't have bank holidays off. The only time I'm having off is when I tell you I'm having off. Guys still miss check-ins on bank holiday for some reason, so guys, get your fucking check-in done. Anyways, pre-workout meal about to go down. So we've got 125 grams of raw weight rice, 200 grams of raw weight chicken. So a quite large portion of chicken there, but I have 5 meals a day. Some meals are slightly less protein, some are slightly more. It's just easier this way for meal prep. I use a 600 gram bag of box of chicken, so I just fucking portion it out into 3 portions, so it's just easy. So that's that. And then we're having 100 grams of banana. So that's about 100 calories worth of fruit. So I have been having 100 calories worth of fruit from like pineapple and blueberries, but because my meals are bigger from my main like carb source, just figured I'd go low volume with the fruit. So banana's slightly higher calorie per bite, just so I'm not eating loads and loads of food before I train. Then we've got 80 grams of veg, and I've just gone for a bell pepper today, so a red bell pepper. And then we've had some low salt here and also some pink salt, because you want to have a good amount of potassium, and low salt's got plenty of potassium in. You don't just want sodium, which is really high in things like pink salt and regular salt, so we've got a nice balance there. And then another electrolyte, magnesium once again. We're taking that bad boy there. And we wouldn't usually have a diet pop before the gym. Usually it's later on, unless I'm having a cheeky white monster. But today we're having a Fanta Zero Sugar. So yeah, we're good. I did also have a cheeky 30-minute nap because we were up multiple times in the night with the baby. And I've also shaved the chest and the stomach. So kind of do it in parts. I don't know what you guys are saying, guys that have actually like vetoed or fucking shaved, any hairy guys like me. But I have to do it in stages now, just because of family and time, man. I find myself right. I'll veet my back and my arms, and then another day I'll shave my chest and my front, and then if I can be asked, certain times of the year I might do my legs as well. But hey ho. But yeah, we're gonna get this down, mate. Go train pull, and I'm excited. I'm feeling quite full already just from the extra food, and after the nap I feel much better, more calm. I feel a lot more with it after the nap. So yeah, sleep is king, guys. Sleep is fucking king. Anyone that's going through poor sleep time with babies and that, I feel you. But yeah, let's eat this, and then I might record 1 or 2 exercises at the gym. But I'll definitely see you at post-workout meal. Let's go. Right, pre-workout. Whoa, what the hell? Pre-workout meal smashed in. I've just prepped post-workout and intra. So intra-workout, we've got 30 grams of Carbex, which is like a really quick digesting carbohydrate. Helps with performance in the back end of the session. Is it necessary? Do you need to have it? Nope. Will it make a bit of difference? Yeah, probably. Got another 10 to 15 grams of creatine here. Remember, 20 to 30 grams of creatine for cognitive benefits and also helping with offsetting some of the negative impacts of sleep deprivation too, which I need today, even though I managed to have a cheeky 30-minute nap. Then we have got, spin this round, a double espresso, and we're rocking with Taylor's Lazy Sunday blend today. and we've got his post-workout meal, which looks exciting. So we've got 125 grams of Banoffee Trained by JP cream of rice. Then we have got 40 grams of Gasmark 10 apple crumble flavour whey protein, which is like a whey isolate concentrate blend. It's actually quite good macros on it. And then we've got 100 grams of frozen fruit, some blueberries and some raspberries, with some cinnamon on top, some pink salt and some low salt, and I am fucking excited to eat that. But I'm not going to have that until I get back from the gym. I have been eating my post-workout meals like straight away in the car, just for like time efficiency more than anything. But because I'm training at the unit Honley today, which is like literally like 10 minutes from my house, I'll just get back and eat it sat here, and you know, if I need to respond to clients whilst I'm eating it, so be it. So yeah, that's where we're at. Definitely behind schedule today, but I'm just being relaxed with it. Try not to stress out about things. Fucking is what it is. That's one good thing about becoming a parent, right? Whenever you've got kids, especially young children and babies and things like that, like, you think you're setting off at a certain time. You're not. You know, one of them's going to shit the pants, or one of them doesn't want to wear something and they have a tantrum. So it's making me better having a week of that. Now coming into my routine here where I'm like, thinking I've got to be at the gym at this time. Like, end of the day, like, I'm going to get everything done. My clients are getting looked after. My food's getting hit. I'm recording my content, you know what I'm saying? So we're in a good spot. And getting stressed out about things only makes things worse. Just makes your physique look worse. Stress is high. That increases cortisol, which is stress hormone. And impacts everything negatively. So we're chilling. C'est la vie. Right. Gonna sup that coffee. Then I'm gonna brush my teeth, head off to the gym and train pull. And I'm not gonna record any of it. I've decided. Yeah, I've decided I'm not going to record any of it, but I might get some physique shots whilst I'm at the gym. Or I might record something with my iPhone, maybe, but not on this. I don't want to take the proper camera to the gym today. I just want to train, leave this as a full day of eating. And at the end of this video as well, I'll put the full macros on the screen too and tell you how much food I've actually eaten today. Let's go. Yes, guys, session boxed off. Just sitting down to have post-workout meal. It is 4:56. Ended up speaking to my boy Lukey T after training for a little bit. So another 15 minutes or 20 minutes late back, but hey ho. So we've got this post-workout meal that I showed you just before. Cream of rice, whey, berries and that. We just trained pull, and as expected from the extra food and the cheeky nap, the training was good. So just sort of run through that. I'll play the chest supported, I'll play the bent over row video actually, which I matched reps on what I did 2 weeks ago. I actually missed this exercise last week. So last time I did it 2 weeks ago and I still matched reps, even though it felt a bit alien because I hadn't done it for a week. And then lat pull down, I did heavier, I did 5 kilos heavier, only dropped 1 rep, and then did, instead of 55 kilos from my back off, I did 60. And once again, I think I might have dropped 1 rep there. So that's an improvement overall. Bicep curls on the machine preacher, I did 25 for 10 last time, I got 25 for 12 this time. Calves were up, so everything was better. Ab wheel rollouts were up, like everything felt better today. So definitely feeling the benefits of the extra carbs as you'd expect. So yeah, happy with that. Multivit, magnesium again going in. So probably hit the 4 magnesium that I need in the day. Now I might have a 5th one tonight, sack it, why not? Actually ran out of Omegas the other day, so I need to order them. That were a bit slack of me. I have 6 Omegas a day. When you're looking for your Omega supplements as well, by the way, guys, you want to make sure it's got around 3,000 mg, I believe, of total EPA and DHA as a minimum. Otherwise, you're not really going to get the beneficial effects of it for heart health and things. But yeah, this is what we're having. We've got 1 more meal after this, so I'm glad I'm having this like close to 5 p.m. So we've got the yogurt meal last, which I'll show you in a bit. So I'm going to eat this, respond to some clients and walk on the walking pad. Then I'm going to have a shower, and I've got 3 program changes to make, and obviously I've launched my offer today. This video will come out before the end of the offer, so if you want to get on some cheap coaching, which isn't what I usually do, because cheap usually means shit, but don't worry, it's not going to be. I'm doing a 12-week transformation challenge, and it's 12 weeks for £299. Yes, you heard that right. 3 months for $2.99, which is fucking unheard of in this day and age, especially when you're working with someone who's fucking actually gives a fuck and gets great results. So yeah, that's the challenge. The deadline is the Monday the 11th of May. If you want to get on it, do it. After that though, you can't come on for that price, my friend. You can't come do the challenge. It's a 12-week thing. Deadline's the 11th, and then I'm getting everyone's plans and everyone ready to rock and roll from the Monday the 18th. So if you want to get on it, drop me a message. But yeah, on to the next meal, and with that next meal I will tell you what my full macro breakdown is as well. I didn't get any post-workout pics today, but I was definitely feeling full, as you can see on the machine row. Like, biceps are popping. It's really the most jacked I've in a while, so yeah, definitely feels good to be on the extra food, I'll put it that way. Right, I'm going to enjoy this. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, take a look at this fucking bad boy. Last meal of the day. So we've got 75 grams, look at this trick here. So we've got 75 grams of oats, we've got dark chocolate, so I'll cook the oats, then I put the dark chocolate on, and then I put it in the microwave for another 30 seconds, and then I just push the dark chocolate around, and it leaves like a layer of it over the oats. Then we've got 140 grams of fucking frozen raspberries, cat speck. The reason why we go for raspberries is there's only 33 calories per 100 grams. So it's just way less calories than even blueberries and pineapple and stuff, which are already pretty low calorie. So you get a lot of calories, good amount of fibre, some great health benefits as well from things like just berries in general as well, like antioxidants and that. So, but basically they fucking taste good, and you can eat a lot of them for not many calories. So probably like 50 calories worth of raspberries there, like way over a handful. Some dark chocolate. Then we're going to bang in a full tub of Greek yogurt, so 500 grams of that, 50 grams of protein, pretty protein dense meal. And because there's only 15 grams of dark chocolate there, I'm going to add 5 grams of peanut butter, because this meal is usually 20 grams of peanut butter or 20 grams of dark chocolate. Sometimes I go a bit of both, so I'm going to do 5 grams of that as well, which is like a teaspoon, but I'll weigh it out obviously. Bit of low salt, so we've got a nice balance of potassium in there and sodium. Some pink salt for sodium as well. Some ground cinnamon, because we love that shit. I'm just going to mix it all together and make a bit of a fucking mess. And that's last meal. Yeah, we're feeling good. Sorry, I'm just doing the dishwasher before the boss gets home. We're feeling good. It's 7:47. Penny's been around at my mum's tonight. It's been a bit of a different day today, which is nice every now and again, because we just spent a week together, so I've been just cracking on with some work and catching up with bits with it being the first day back. But yeah, I feel full, I feel jacked, and I'm excited to see what the rest of this week entails. At the end of this week, the goal is gain roughly 2 pounds of body weight. Don't remember gaining much more than that. But if I'm a couple pounds up from, not necessarily my lowest has been 182.7 or 182.6, but like the body weight that's been showing the days before that, and like this morning is 183.6. So if I get up to like 185.6 at the end of this week, get back into a deficit next week, sort of, and then just start to build momentum again. I reckon in a good, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks time from there, I'll probably be like sub 180 and looking pretty good. But yeah, we're in a position now where I'm already lean, and when you are not lean yet, it's essentially the analogy that's really good for this, which other coaches have used in the past, is landing a plane. Bodybuilding coaches use it as an analogy. Actually, Callum Restrick, bodybuilding coach, speak about getting ready for a bodybuilding competition like landing a plane. But it's the same thing if you just wanted to get in really good shape, right? When you got high body fat and you just got a lot of body fat to lose, you can lose weight quickly. So that's like the plane coming down. Then as you get closer to the runway, as you get closer to the end goal, being like super diced, you don't want to keep going as aggressive, otherwise you'll smash the fucking plane and you'll lose muscle and you'll build too much fatigue and you might get injured and you won't look as good. So what we're doing now is we're kind of coming a bit closer. So I'm sort of like leveling up and looking where the runway is. That's why I'm having this refeed week, or this maintenance week. And then I'm going to dip back down again, get a bit leaner, and then just slowly land the plane and see where we can get to. And hopefully we're looking the best we've ever looked this year. And then we can start to build some muscle as well. But yeah, macros on the screen for today. I don't even know what they are, so I'm going to figure them out and put them on. Just because I eat the same stuff every day. I'm like, I'm not ill enough hangover. I can just like see numbers and fucking, if I want to swap something out, and put it in my diet for one day, I'll just, that meal, okay, that's roughly 70 carbs. I'll just do it like that. So I don't really actually know the macros. I did right at the start of the fat loss phase, like fucking 8 weeks ago, but I don't anymore. Anyways, I'm going to eat this. Hope you're good. Hope your families are good. If you want to get in on the 12-week transformation challenge, 229, drop me I'll put my link for my WhatsApp in the bio. Just drop me a message. And just like, it'll put like an automated message that you can send me, but then just put underneath it, 12-week challenge. That's what I want, okay? And that's enough of that shit. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.